Hello there, welcome to Emerald House of Cars, and today we're going to have a look around this 2016 Vauxhall Insignia. It's a 1.6 litre diesel engine SRI VX-Line Cdti. As you can see, it's a 5-door. Let's have a look around. Obviously the car comes in grey, and let's take good note of these enormous headlights right there in the left, and the matching set there in the right as well. You can see they're in great nick. No scratchy scuffs, marks, anything of the sort. Same goes for the matching fog lights down here, surrounded by black with this lovely chrome lining as well. That's over there on the right. And the matching set here on the left there as well. The vehicle itself comes in grey, as you can see. Lovely condition of it at the front. And of course it's bookending this enormous chrome and black front grille there. Absolutely stunning. You can see the bonnet is very large and in charge, coated of course in that grey. Same goes for the windscreen, absolutely enormous with our emerald seal of approval. I'll mention that in a moment. Coming around, and we just want you to have a look all over at the bodywork of this vehicle. Having a look up and down the side of the car, you can see nothing but beautiful straight lines. Lovely, beautiful chrome trim, as you can see. And of course, our tinted glass in the rear. Just want to draw your attention down here under the wheel arch to our alloys. As you can see, they come in this beautiful chrome and grey mix. I'm pointing out for two reasons. I mean, first and foremost, I want you to come on down here and view the car for yourself. Peace of mind is seeing the car for yourself. And for us, we want you to come and view this vehicle, but not see any surprises. So what you see is what you get with the car. We're going to point out everything you need to know. Helps us all stay on the same page. Number two, obviously this is a used vehicle. It's racked up some miles, but the important thing is how sensibly those miles have been racked up. Has the car been ragged around? Has it been mistreated? Or has it just been sensibly allowed to live its life in peace? Well, you can always tell that by the alloys. The alloys wear it on their face. And first and foremost, you can see the alloys in good nick, aside from the cosmetic blemishing around the edges. You see that there? That discolouring? Now that is a very good sign, because honestly, if the car had been ragged around and mistreated, if it had accrued those miles through, just being put through its paces, you'd be seeing it a lot more in the middle. You'd be seeing it all over the alloy. The fact that it's just a little bit around the edges is a great sign. It's very normal, and it just means the car has been handled very sensibly. Let's follow our straight line of the skirt all the way down here to our second alloy. You can see it right here. You can see it's in good nick as well. It's the exact same story here. We just got this little blemish in the edge, and we've got this little one right here as well. Doesn't affect the way the car handles, operates, or performs, but we are the dealership of transparency. We want you to see that. We want you to know what you're looking at. Also, coming on down here, you can see we have these very small little lines. Here we go. Right there in the lower left, you see we've got a couple of little ones right there and there as well. Again, doesn't affect the way the car handles or operates. This is a used vehicle. It's very common for this to happen, but just want to point it out so that you see it. You see we have our tinted glass there in the rear, and we've got this beautiful, beautiful rear of the Insignia. I think this grey really pops, especially under these lights, but it will especially under sunlight as well. You can see we have our tail lights here in red, and I love the little chrome strip used to bring them together there and there. You can see they match our headlights because, again, no scratchy scuffs, marks, anything of the sort. And if we come on down and check out the rest of the bodywork, you see, of course, we've got our chrome exhaust, and let's follow that all around. Absolutely lovely condition of the bodywork. And I'll tell you what, again, all of our chrome badges are in great nick. Our Insignia, our Vauxhall, and our Cdti badge in great nick. But let's open up the boot and see what we're going to get. And it looks like what we've got is space for absolute miles. I mean, it may look like a low sloping back, but they have not skimped on space anywhere in this vehicle. You got interior lighting, as you can see. I mean, this is perfect for a week shop, for a couple of suitcases. Maybe you want to help somebody move and they just want to put a couple of extra little things in the back. This is absolutely perfect. And if you pull this handle up as well, it's got all the space underneath for everything you'd need should an emergency happen. Really helpful and useful to have that involved. But again, just look at all that space. You could comfortably fit anything in there. I reckon I could probably fit in there, but please don't push me in the boot. You can see that there's a 60-40 split there on the chairs, so if you want even more space, take advantage of how long this car is, you can do just that, push them forward and take full advantage of all that. Let's have a look down the side of this vehicle, and again, straight lines all the way down. It really is in good nick. We've got this very, very small little thing to point out right there. There we go. Coming on over to our alloy. I think we're going 3 for 3 for sensibility, because again, it's in good condition all the way around, aside from these cosmetic blemishes that we're seeing all the way around the edge there. Coming on over, you can see again, straight lines all the way up and down. Beautiful grey bodywork all the way up and down. Our final alloy, and this one seems the best of the bunch. Great nick all the way around, aside from this one blemish right there. So that's the exterior of the vehicle. Let's have a look inside and see what this Insignia has to offer. I mean, first and foremost, plush, comfortable chairs, as you can see. You can comfortably sit 3 people in there, or if they're my size, me. We also have these lovely fitted floor mats as well. We've got our interior lighting that you can see it just there. Absolutely wonderful. The seats show no sign of wear and tear whatsoever. They're very comfortable, as you can see. They're very thick as well. Come on down. Come view the car for yourself. Have a sit in them, and I'm sure you will agree. Wonderful. That's the back, of course, as well. There's electric windows in the back. Lovely bit of chrome there as well. It's a great looking car on the inside, just as great as it looks on the outside. Let's have a look inside the Insignia and see really what you're getting. You got your wing mirror controls, got your central locking. Lovely jubbly, I love that. Again, under the chrome, you have electric window controls for the front and rear. Got your speaker system as well, and your door pockets too. Everything you could really want, and chuck in a chrome Vauxhall little step there as well. Let's hop on in and have a looky loo. And as you can see here, the condition of the cabin just further illustrates that this vehicle has been loved, has been used, but it's been loved very sensibly by its past owner. We've got our touchscreen screen right there in the center console. As you can see, we have our traction control there as well. So what I'm going to do is just get me a little key. We're going to turn him on. Right there. Much easier to do when you can see what you're doing. And let's come on over here to our center console. Let's first and foremost click on radio, and you can see our radio comes on straight away, obviously.
Every little helps.
There we go.
Based on average monthly donations in 2019.
So we're tuning it. It's a DAB radio. You can see the volume. You can see the volume works wonderfully right there. The whole thing as well is touchscreen. So if you want to switch to media as well, you can always switch there if you don't want to use the button down here. We'll go back to radio, of course. And there's just loads of things, really. I mean, you can go on the menu, adjust your tone settings, your auto volume. Maybe you want to update the station list. You got all those options there. But I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to click home, and you can see everything that we have here to offer. You got Bluetooth telephone connectivity right there. It's trying to connect to my phone, but we are filming at the moment. So let's get back. Sat nav comes as standard. Says we're on Portobello Road, which is, yeah, that is where we are. That's Emerald House of Cars. That's us. Wonderful. And of course, traffic updates as well, because it just makes, try and have a bit more of a fingerprint than I do. And here's your traffic updates right there as well. Seems to be a lot of problems around the A40 and the A6. So yeah, just makes the drive so much easier, especially when you're in a lovely car like this. You don't want to get stuck in traffic, and this just helps that along very nicely. Chucking, of course, you got your regular settings. You can actually project your phone onto this screen right here, access your text, all that kind of stuff. It's all able to be done via this center console right here, and of course it's touchscreen. Coming on down here as well, you got all these sort of buttons as well. You also have eject, which is lovely because you do have this lovely CD slot down here, which is very useful. Got your air conditioning and your sort of climate control buttons right here and there. Again, you can size of the blast over here, temperature of the blast, and direction of the blast all the way here. And you got your front and rear windscreen demisters right there as well. And of course power and auto settings there as well. Very, very useful. Really love that. Coming on down here, hidden behind this gloss black panel, we have ourselves a little charging point right there. Maybe you want to charge your phone, that's where you do it. Surrounded by this lovely chrome trim. Again, we have our six-speed gearbox right there. Lovely, love the chrome trim, love the gloss black finish. Looks gorgeous right there. You got this little tray right here, perfect for your key, I'd say, but that's only when you're not currently driving. Got your electric parking brake there as well. And behind these shutters, you've got your lovely cup holders right there as well. A couple of cup holders there, so if your partner's thirsty, she can have 2 drinks. Nice little section here with your USB input and aux input right there. So if you want to listen to something maybe on your phone, maybe on a music player, you can just plug it in there and you shouldn't have an issue. And of course you can just enjoy this lovely leather armrest. Really nice there. Coming over here on our steering wheel, we've got steering wheel controls for all of this. There's our cruise control settings as well. And here is sort of our media control settings there as well. I think we can, yeah, there we go. Very nice. It's a flat bottom steering wheel. Comes with the chrome line in there as well, as is normal. We've got our internal lighting right there. Very nice. Same with our vanity mirror. That's got lighting thrown in as well. So it all comes there as is standard. It's just a really nicely put together car, you know. It looks great on the inside, it looks great on the outside. It's just been well looked after, well maintained. It's got a lot of life left in it, and it's got a lot of things in it that could make your life, you know, just a lot smoother. You could just be driving and not have to worry about anything. It's just a comfortable drive. It's a comfy drive. That's how best I would describe an Insignia. So I'll tell you what we'll do as well while we're here. We'll just get a good look at how many miles are currently on this vehicle. And as you can see, 87,286. So let's round that up and say like 88,000 miles. It may seem like a big number. You know, you're thinking to yourself, you know, that is a really high number for the mileage. But you have to think about how sensibly those miles have been accrued. You know, there's a difference between 88,000 miles ragged around and 88,000 miles just, you know, just lovingly, casually driven. You know, that's really what you want. You want a car that has, obviously it's a used car, so you know you want a car that has had some life in it, but this one still has a lot of life to give. The way it handles, the way it drives, and the condition we had the car come to us all dictate that there's going to be a lot more life in this Insignia. Well, let's open up, but most importantly, let me pull this little lever here and let's have a look at our engine, because this car does have a lot of life left to give, and a lot of that is of course down to the engine. Let's just see if I can open it up with one hand. Do not try this at home. Oh man, I do not have the core strength to do it. There we go. Hey, there we go. Right. Now, as you can see, this is the engine, and as I mentioned earlier, what about that green tick? That's because this engine, just like every engine of all the stock we sell here at Emerald, has undergone, and not only undergone, but it's passed our Emerald 128-point inspection, which is basically means, you know, we haven't just looked at the car, kicked the tire, checked it rolls. That's not good enough for us. We're a family-run dealership, and we treat every car and every customer as if we were, you know, giving the car away to our ma. Is our ma going to be safe driving this vehicle? Well, that's what the Emerald 128-point inspection's for. We have a look at everything. We make sure that all the cogs fit together and that the clock ticks perfectly. We take it out for a test drive, check it's safe, and check it runs lovely. That's exactly what we've done with this vehicle. We've taken it out for a test drive. Really just drives nice and smooth. It's the kind of car that if you just, you put your foot into it ever so slightly, you can really have a nice drive with this, and it's just so comfortable, has so much more of a life to give. So how about it? Why not come on down, see if you make that connection with it yourself. So there you have it. That's our Vauxhall Insignia in this stunning grey. I mean, I just love this grey. This would look perfect on my drive. Unfortunately, though, I have been told we have to sell it, so I do feel it would look perfect on your drive. But again, don't just trust what I'm saying. come on down and see it for yourself. No pressure, no nothing. We just want to come on down. We just want to meet you. We just want to make friends, have the chat, have the crack, and have a look at cracking stock just like this. If you have any questions about this or any other stock we have here at Emerald, please don't hesitate to get in contact with myself, my colleagues, anyone here who wears the logo on their chest. Happy to give any answers, happy to chat, happy to have the crack. And we're just happy to discuss anything that would make you feel more safe, secure, informed, and empowered when starting your car buying journey at Emerald. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay safe.